Hey guys, it's Wendy. Thanks for coming and checking out my video. This is going to be a video of me teaching you how to put on this face that I'm wearing. I like to call this a fawn look, or I guess a baby deer. I've done this so many times and I really enjoy doing it every time, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the regular YouTube stuff. Also, please share with your friends. I'm trying to get more views. I'm trying to get more subscribers. That way we can all have more fun. So without any further ado, let me teach you how to make this makeup. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is wash your face. You know, you start with a clean, bare face. I have already washed my face. I actually did a face mask just a couple of minutes ago, so my face is all nice and clean. So what you're gonna do, first things first, of course, is you're going to start with a primer. Primer is very, very important. Doesn't necessarily matter which primer you use. You can use a primer of your choice. I personally am using NYX Photo Loving Primer. It's green. It's really nice. I really like it. It's got an interesting texture to it. And you want to make sure you get every part of your face. So I did the lower part of my face. I also want to get my forehead. All right, there we go. So now that we're done with that, we're gonna want to do basically just a neutral face, you know, like with foundation. I'm not going to contour here because contouring is not a part of this, but you will see me use things like bronzer and things like that, just because that's the nature of this makeup. What I'm going to do next is grab my new foundation, which is M10 CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made, and I'm going to grab my blending brush. Squirt some of this onto the back of my hand. And then just get it all over. So, as if you've seen my previous makeup tutorial video, then you would know this. Or if you just know makeup, then you already know this. But liquid always comes before powder. Literally always, in any case. No exceptions. I like to put it on my lips because it makes it a little bit easier. You know, just evens things out. Get it all up on your forehead. Do not forget to blend it into your hairline because that's important. And of course, blend down to your neck to make sure you're the same color everywhere. Next comes powder. I got my Glow Mineral palette right here. This is very old. I've used this for a very long time. It's one of my favorites, but I'm going to take my big fat brush, big fat round brush, and just put it on top. Now, if I were going out, i.e. if there weren't a quarantine, I might put on a couple more layers. but there's a quarantine and I'm not going anywhere for a while, so pretty good. Next, what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to leave my eyebrows for a bit. We're going to start with some eyeshadow. So I'm going to put on my eyeshadow primer, which is of course Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's my favorite. I'm sure everyone who knows makeup will tell you it is the best. So I'm going to put that all up here. I have extremely low, I have an extremely low crease on both of my eyelids. It makes things a little screwy, but it works. There you go. And so what I'm going to do, I have a couple different eyeshadow palettes here. And all of what I'm really going to use is just the browns and the golds. I am going for a somewhat natural look. Obviously I say somewhat because it's a fawn and I'm not going for the look of a person. But you know, so I'm going to grab one of my eyeshadow brushes. So I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush and start off with this color right here, this like golden brown right here. I'm going to put that, I'm going to cover my whole lid in that. Let's do that, that's a good base color. Yeah, it looks a little gray because I don't think I cleaned this brush from the last time I used it. I know, I'm a bad brush owner. But that's okay, it still looks gold and brown, and that's exactly what I wanted. Next, I'm gonna go with this brown, and I'm gonna go right on the outside. And up to my brow arch. Ooh, yeah. And of course, blend them together, as I'm sure you should know by now. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I got that nice brown in there. Now we're gonna add some of this gold. That gold right there. It's gonna be more of an accent. So kind of like a highlighter almost. So inner corner. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Maybe a little bit up there for an embellishment. Why not? And I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, look at that contrast. I love it. Okay, and last but not least comes white. Do not ever underestimate the power of white eyeshadow, because white eyeshadow change your life. Take a little bit, especially if you have a really, really good one. And I'm just dabbing it over the gold. To accentuate it. And then I'm gonna go over it one more time with gold. Just to make it pop a little bit more. Ooh, wow, look at that. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a break from our eyes. We're gonna let that, I guess, settle. We're gonna go on to the rest of our face. So now that our eyeshadow is done, not our eyes, just our eyeshadow, we're going to step away from our eyes for a bit and we're going to move on to our, just our face, like the rest of our face for now. We'll come back to our eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bronzer. Ooh, this is a good opportunity to use this brand new palette I just got. It's Maybelline, or CoverGirl, sorry, it's CoverGirl. And it is True Blend Super Stunner palette. It's really nice, it's got three colors. I also have this one, which I've used a lot. And this is the True Blend Serving Sculpt palette. This is a really, really nice palette. I really, really love it a lot. I might use some of this later. And actually, now that I'm looking at this, these look a little too light for what I'm trying to go for. So I'm just going to get out my palette. So I'm going to use my Naked Skin Urban Decay palette. I love this freaking palette. It's so good. It's a shapeshifter. Yeah, I don't know. Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of, normally I would use my double-sided contouring brush for this, but I'm not contouring. So I'm going to be using something a bit bigger, this brush, and I'm going to dip it, make sure there's nothing else on it. I think I might have used it for blush recently. Dip it right in here, right in the dark stuff. And what I'm gonna do, as if I were contouring, up on the forehead. You gotta make it very dark, very pigmented. And you're gonna bring it all the way down your cheek. Try and make it as dark and visible as possible, because that's what you're going for with this. This can be done with any makeup, any powder that is darker than your skin color. So if you want to use, you know, a contour, if you want to use a different shade of foundation, you know, anything that'll work. As long as it's darker than your skin color, you should be fine. Cool, cool, cool. So we are going to accentuate the nose just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my contour brush, which is this guy, the little side, not the big side. Do a couple of stripes in there. One down the nose. And then, of course, blend it out. All right, and then we're gonna do just a little bit, just a tiny little bit of highlighter down the middle. Cool. Okay. So we got that. Blush is optional. I think I'm going to add just a tiny little bit because I like how I look with blush. You don't have to, it's completely up to you. But I'm going to add a tiny little hint of pink onto my cheeks. There we go. Now comes the fun part. Ready, ladies and gents, and whoever the heck is doing this? Get your white eyeliner and start making circles. So this is a really, really fun part. What I like to do here is I like to make little dots. You know, some of them are that big. There you go. Some of them are a little bigger, like that. This could probably be done better with like a liquid. So if you have a liquid, please feel free to use it. I'm using L'Oreal Infallible white eyeliner, retractable. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. And once, of course, I finish my eyes, I will use it there. But right now, and you can make them big dots. You can make them little dots. Oh, try to stay away from the end of your nose because you're gonna put a nose there. But you can make them all different sizes. You can make them super tiny. You can make them really large. You know, whatever helps you look more deer-like. And don't forget to put them on your forehead because you gotta put them on your forehead too. And you can do little white ones in the big white ones. You can make like little freckles if you want. Huh. And there you go. My dots are done. Next comes, we're gonna finish our eyes. Okay, so now that we have our dots on our face all done, what we're going to do next is we're going to do we're gonna finish our eyes. So we're gonna start with our liquid eyeliner. Liquid is very, very important in this. I haven't used any of it yet, but I will use a decent amount of it soon. And not on my eyes. So this is my old one. I'm gonna use my new one. And you're gonna do a nice fancy wing. Nice and long. Oh, that one was not great. But that's all right. I can fix it. So you don't want to make this super duper thick. But I think that's about good enough. Let me just clean it up. There you go. Perfect. And then you're gonna do the same thing on, of course, the other eye. Isn't this coming out? This isn't supposed to be a shake one. It's supposed to just come on out. There we go. All right. Good enough. So I'm gonna let this, I guess, sit for a minute because I don't know why it's not like collecting more. But while it does that, I'm gonna finish this. So I'm gonna line my lower lid right to about the center, like right the center of my pupil. Just like right here. I went a little far, but it's fine. Then you're going to take that white liner, same one that you used for your dots, and you're going to make sure that there's no brown on the tip, and you're going to put it on your eyes. All right, so next we're going to do some mascara. So you're gonna do up. Make sure those lashes are long. I never wear falsies. Much respect to those who do, but I cannot. And then of course we're gonna do our lower lashes. We're gonna do that in a zigzag motion. So, now that we're done with that, we're gonna start working on this part of our face. So, this part's really, really fun to do. And I like to always outline in pencil. So for this, I'm probably gonna take this out for a sec. Let's pop that on out for a sec. Flip that up, just to do this. And then I'm gonna do that. And that. So it's almost like the top of a heart on the tip of your nose. Right? Yeah. Down. Obviously, you can do it in whatever order you want. All right, now would be the time where I would use my, maybe this was the newer one, I don't know. But whatever, either way, you're gonna cover your nose in liquid. And there you have it. A little nose. Now, when it comes to the upper lip, I've seen people use lipstick and I've seen people use eyeliner. It's really up to you. And also, of course, you know what resources you have. If you don't have black lipstick, then you're gonna have to use eyeliner. Sorry, I'm fixing this. Obviously. But I have black lipstick right here. So, I'm gonna use that instead. And you're going to do just your top lip, not your bottom. And you're gonna do it in like a pointy. Is done. Last thing I like to do, well, obviously I have to I'm gonna put on a lipstick on here to make it look more matte. In case you're wondering, I am using Superstay Matte Ink by Maybelline. Holy grail. Love everything about it. Literally perfect. I wish this black schmutz would go away. And of course, the very, very, very last thing to do is your eyebrows. So we get our eyebrow brush. That's not the eyebrow brush. Here, that's not it either. Here it is. Eyebrow brush. And you get those brows nice and dark. Fill them in. And if you want to, now that your eyebrows are filled in, if you want to, you can add little accessories or little accents, I guess, to your eyes. So you could do something like this. Or you could do something like this. There you have it. I look a little like a lion, but I think it's cute. Hey guys, it's Wendy. Thanks for coming to another one of my videos. I really hope you like this one. I had a lot of fun doing this. I used to do this makeup a lot when I was a lot younger. This is not the first time I've done this makeup, and it certainly won't be the last. I really hope you enjoy. If you really like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please share with your friends. I'm trying to get more views. And I would really love and appreciate the, I guess, publicity. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you do, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I would really appreciate it. So